right,
I got to mellow my ass out. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
I was just going to say, Doug, that's
Fucking
what
bully.
What up, everybody? It's the After Show, but later, one more time. My name's D. This is El Cucuy, and we are here for episode number 128. Hope you guys enjoyed Covino and Rich this week. There was no free Twitch Friday, but it's all good. If you're a paying, subscriber, then you don't really give a fuck because you already got 4 days worth of content. So we hope you enjoyed that. We hope you guys enjoyed Covino and Rich's Fox Sports Sunday tonight. That shit was dope. They always got shit going on.
Always.
But for today, we're going to talk about all the shit that happened this last week. And there was plenty, El Cucuy. Where do you want to get started, man?
Well, Covino was talking about, he had mentioned The Winning Time and Better Call Saul. Yeah. Are you watching either one of those shows?
I'm watching both of them. All right. So what I had to do is I had to start Better Call Saul again from the beginning. Because
really,
I started watching the first, I think I watched the entire first season as it was airing. Like, every week they'd release an episode on like,
I did too.
What was it? AMC or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And then I fell off completely. So I haven't watched it in about, 6 years or so, Doug. It's been a year since I've watched it. So I was like, you know what? I heard that in the newer season, they're bringing in a lot of characters from Breaking Bad. Yeah. So, Doug, I put on episode 1 of like season 5 or some shit, right? And the first like 3 minutes were so fucking good that I go, I can't half-ass this shit. I got to go back to the beginning. So I went back to the beginning, Doug, and I'm almost done. I'm almost done with season 1.
I couldn't do it though. You know why I couldn't go back? Because I always tried to watch those. What? Huh?
The brother was annoying as fuck.
No, I couldn't go back because it bored the shit out of me then. Like, I love Better Call Saul, and it's a dope-ass series, but seasons 1, 2, 3, and arguably 4 were hella slow. Yeah. And I got ADD, bro. I get distracted. So, like, now that they're good, season 5 and 6, it's on.
Well, is season 5, is that the one where they start out where he's working at the Cinnabon and that dude sees him? And he's like, you're the guy. Come on, do it. You're the guy.
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah.
And then he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That scene right there, dog, I was like, this shit's already fucking good. I got to go back and start it. So, so I'm almost done with season 1. And it is slow as fuck, right? It's really slow. However, the only reason I'm going through because, dog, I have the attention span of like a fucking fly. So for me, it is almost, I would say, even like a little bit of like work and effort that I have to put into it.
No, absolutely.
But I know I'm going to dig the series so much that I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to put in the time right now. The one that I've only seen, I think, 2 episodes of is Winning Time. How many episodes are out of that one?
Oh, I think there's 9 or 10. I'm all the way.
Did they have like a completed season or not yet? Or are they still releasing them?
I think they're the one came out last Sunday. So, I mean, unless they stop this Sunday, they did win the championship. I am on that one where they won.
They fucking won? Spoiler alert.
It's history. They won the 1980 championship. I didn't give you the details of the story, but yeah, they won. They actually, so, it leads up to that point. So I'm not sure entirely if that's the last episode or not.
And but what do you think about John C. Reilly so far? Because I'm only a couple of episodes in, and I think it's cool. But so far I don't see how dope he is that everybody's making it. Like Covino and Rich talking about how like this motherfucker deserves a fucking
Oscar, bro.
He deserves a fucking Jammy for this and all these other awards.
This is dope, dude.
Yeah, like so he's killing it, right?
Well, the fucking comb over, the Jerry Buss Donald Trump comb over is dope. He's crushing that look, and his hair fucking line probably works out great for it. You know what I'm saying? And just to see Jerry Buss in depth like that, and I think that John C. Reilly really brings out that character. Like he just makes that character great. He puts energy into that character. It's not just another character on the show, but it's Dr. Buss, but he breathes life into that character. And I do agree with Covino and Rich that he deserves some type of award because he's playing that role better than anybody else. I mean, the dude playing Magic is playing a hell of a role too, and the Jerry West is playing a hell of a role. But John C. Reilly's killing it, man.
You know what? Do you remember? This is why I fucking love Covino and Rich because, dog, they're so fucking stupid when it comes to like they're like. I think this week we saw pictures of Rich and his friends from the wrestling con
the wrestling con
over the weekend
with Tito.
Well, Rich's friends look significantly older, right? And the same goes for Covino. And being that Covino's got a couple of years on Rich, when we see Covino's friends, we're like, holy fuck, who the fuck are these old dudes chilling with Covino, right?
Right.
So the same thing went for Rich this, last weekend, where we were like, holy fuck, his friends do look like way older than him. So I think they do keep each other young. And this is a perfect example. I remember when they were on a fucking another platform. I remember they were interviewing John C. Reilly. And it might have been the day before or the morning before, John came out, or John C. Reilly came out. Came out on Covino and Rich and actually making an appearance.
Oh, I thought you said he was a gay dude or something. I was like, I didn't get that memo.
No, this was before he appeared on Covino and Rich.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were talking and they were like, Covino dares Rich to ask him if the C in John C. Reilly stands for cocksmith. Do you remember this story?
I think so.
So he tells him, and then Rich is like, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. And then he's like, no, you won't. You're a bitch. You know how like you do that to your friends? And
right.
My fucking friends were the kings of fucking doing that shit to me. Like when we would go drinking, they'd be like, I bet you can't chug that shit. And I was like, shut the fuck up. You're not going to convince me. But then I get in my head where I'm like, these motherfuckers think I can't chug it. I'm a fucking man. So then next thing you know, I was fucked up. And while they get John C. Reilly on the show, and John C. Reilly comes in, he's talking to them. He's wearing a blue suit and a big fucking Ranger fedora. And Rich is like, yeah. He was like, you've had a lot of beautiful ladies in your day. And we're like, oh my God, here goes Rich. He's gonna try to get it in there, And so he's like, so is it true that the C in John C. Reilly actually stands for cocksmith? and fucking John C. Reilly goes, no, Christopher, actually. And then Rich is like, oh, okay, Christopher. Yeah. And then he moves on with the conversation. I was like, fucking Rich, dog. I was like, this is what keeps them looking way younger than their fucking peers and shit, because he fucking over here just to make himself and Covino laugh, and Spot over here like, did you fucking do that? He's going to ask one of fucking the biggest movie stars if the C in his name stands for cocksmith. So,
well, bro, he is like a little boy when he says cute.
When he says cute. Oh, speaking of which, Doug, I gotta bring that up.
Fucking the haters or what?
I wouldn't necessarily say the haters, but we had a dude by the name of Dick Shots that hit us up.
Yeah, he takes dick shots.
Dick Shots. He told us that.
Appropriately named too.
He said that he's like, oh, so you guys are the manly police, or the police of manliness, or whatever the fuck.
I think that's Rich's burner account, bro. It's Dicky Shots. That's Rich's burner account. You know what? Or it's Spot, bro. It's one of them.
But he's like, oh, so you guys are the police of manliness and all this shit. And I was like, Doug, I'm like, I listen to the fucking Backstreet Boys and shit, and watch fucking Babes in Toyland. I'm like, I am not the fucking manliest dude ever.
Speak for yourself, bro.
What this dude says is he tells us this shit about, oh, you're the police of manliness and all this shit. But then he turns around and he says, but I do agree, you shouldn't ever say that a dude's tattoos are cute. So I'm like, oh, are you the police of manliness, motherfucker?
But why even talk shit then?
So you're gonna say that, but then you're gonna say I agree?
But bro, so you're saying
you're talking out of both sides of your ass here, dog.
No, what you're saying is you kind of agree. So shut the fuck up and quit. If you kind of agree, why would you feel the need to still leave a comment?
No, because then he said in the comment too, oh, you guys like Covino? He's like, he wears makeup, he watches The Bachelor.
Bro, it's his burner account. I'm telling you.
And I'm like, listen,
Rich's burner.
They all watched the fucking Bachelor. I'm like, Rich and Covino both said that they were that anti-glare shit on their face, right? The quote unquote makeup. And I'm like, this dude's gonna fucking try to put it all on, oh, you guys swing from Covino's nuts and he fucking wears makeup and does this and does this. And
bro, they said that on that minute segment that one time when they were giving us love. Spot and Rich were saying the same shit then, bro. You're telling me that's not one of their burner accounts?
Oh yeah, when Spot was
the same shit. Well, just recycling the words.
How cool Covino is. Do you remember that?
I'm just telling you, bro. Dicky Shots. That's his.
Dicky Shots. So
that's his burner account.
Dicky Shots. Doug, you're fucking genius. I think you fucking uncovered it. So Dicky Shots, we see you. Ricky shots. One of the things that Covino and Rich talked about this week that they have talked about a number of times. Actually, I think I played a clip for you one time. They were talking about the butterfly effect. And I actually wrote into them probably 9 or 10 years now ago. And I told them about the butterfly effect and how I started listening to them because of
things that happen.
Like our homie fucking Funky Monkey said, I was listening at the time to some fucking douchebag named HS. And then I was like, oh, this dude's horseshit has the fucking replay today. So I'm gonna fucking go ahead and I'm gonna check out some other shit. And I was scrolling through the stations, and that's when I heard fucking Covino and Rich. And I think about that. If I wouldn't have fucking just been scrolling through because I was watering my lawn and shit that day, I never would have fucking found them. So
you know what I was listening to before Covino Rich?
Huh?
I'm gonna make a confession right here, bro. Market and history. The motherfucking Playboy channel.
The Playboy channel?
I used to listen. They had their little talks on there too, bro. I fucking tune in and shit. And then you know.
What would they talk about on that shit?
I don't remember, bro. It was fucking 03, 04, but it was just whatever. All kind of random shit. It depends on the guest they would have, and fucking they would talk fucking porn star shit. They would talk sex advice. They would talk all kind of shit.
You know what? And the reason why I brought up the conversation they had about the butterfly effect is because it actually ties into the only other person who we talk about, or I talk about more than Covino and Rich, you know, this show, I talk about Covino and Rich and my homie Luis, right? So fucking shout out to the homie Luis. That's my dog. Well,
shout out Luis.
I never would have met him. So talk about this dog. One of my best fucking friends, right? I would fucking, I would take a rubber bullet for this dude. And I fucking...
How close range?
Whatever, dog. It's a rubber bullet. I'll catch that bitch and throw it back at them. I don't give a fuck. But an actual bullet...
So you're a super vato too, huh?
So, oh, speaking of which, Doug, fucking some dude just got fucking murdered by the cops in my mom's backyard. Well, actually, not her backyard. The house directly behind her. So yeah, guess another fucking... I guess that's some of the hood rat shit that Covino and Rich talk about, right?
Hood rat tales.
But check this shit out. So I remember it was my junior year of high school, and the lady who was my high school teacher is now a colleague of mine, which is funny as fuck, right? So me and Luis are in this fucking class.
Well, now you can stab it and she won't get in trouble.
Fucking me and Luis are in this class, and what do you call it? We have this assignment, and it's supposed to like write about your future and your fucking goals and all this shit, right? And I'm like, who the fuck is gonna like take this assignment seriously, right? So
you didn't tell them that you're gonna have the best podcast ever and you're gonna be on the moon?
No, Doug. So what I did was I wrote some stupid shit just to get the assignment done, right?
Right.
And then so the teacher was like, all right, now bring up all of your assignments and shit, whatever. She shuffled them around and she's like, now I'm gonna pass them out to everybody, and we're gonna grade it and shit. So you're gonna grade somebody else's paper.
Right.
I just happened to get Luis's, who I didn't know him. So I'm reading his paper, Doug, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, people actually took this shit seriously. All right. I guess some people, really do take their shit like for real. And then
I bet he got a good job now, huh?
So fuck yeah, Doug, he's making $1 bajillion an hour. And
hey, so all you youngsters out there, pay attention.
Pay attention to this shit. I work in education. I work for fucking peanuts. And
with no shell. He don't even get to keep the shell.
So I fucking... Let me see. You got to plug. All right. So I fucking work in education. Luis, now he does something different. And well, anyway, I read this paper. And the only reason I fucking met him was because then afterward, we had to go give it to the person that it belonged to. Which I think this is a kind of fucked up assignment. Because they're asking you to put like all your, like, if you're really going to do the assignment, put your heart and fucking goals and shit into this paper. But see, that's why I didn't fucking do that shit. Because then they trick you with shit like this. What if I would have been like, you know what? I want to be a fucking porn star and have the biggest dick in the world. And then
people put that.
Then some random bitch gets it that I fucking think is hot or something, right?
You might have kids.
So what, yeah. So anyway, I give Luis his fucking paper back, and then all of a sudden, fucking like, oh yeah, here's your paper, fucking. Then we just become homies, like out of nowhere.
Here's your paper, dude.
Here's your paper, fucking. You want to fucking go get some pizza? So
and mac on some bitches.
So that was like basically if it wouldn't have been for that one fucking assignment that my teacher gave me, you know, and had us.
You guys didn't have no other classes together?
No. I think that was probably the only class we ever had together in high school, ever.
Oh, wow.
And so that one fucking assignment, and I never would have met him because at the time.
Actually, you know what? I had that happen to me.
What happened?
That's how I met Bo. I met him in fucking space science class in the 7th grade.
For real.
Yeah, no, I swear to God. He listened to that last episode. He's probably going to listen to this one too. It's true story.
Well, shout out to fucking Bo.
Yeah.
That's Columbo.
I didn't have no like exchange paper or nothing. I just know we became homies.
Oh, and then I actually became friends with Luis's cousin in another class I had. The same time frame. It was the same semester. And
that's your squad or what?
But for him, when I met him, it was just because we sat together and we just started bullshitting. And
yeah.
But with Luis, I never would have. And the reason why I never would have been friends with him is because in high school, not to fucking blow up his spot or whatever, but he was a lot less outgoing and shit, a little more reserved. Okay. So I never, Doug, I was the big obnoxious fucking loudmouth, right? Okay. And which if looking back now, I would have fucking hated my ass in high school. But anyway, that's fucking besides the point. But so if it wasn't for that, Luis would have just stayed in his little fucking corner. I never would have fucking talked to him. I would have just known him as some other dude. But just because we had that one fucking assignment, one of my best friends that's going to be in my fucking wedding, you know?
Right.
And probably one of the people I talked to.
You guys understood the assignment.
That was her whole goal, was to connect people. And fuck, boy, did she, Doug.
Hey, I was going to ask, are you connected to, I know you always say, you know, D and El Cucuy. Are you related to the D's Nuts guy?
No. Do you remember that dude from the People's Court who was like, he didn't originate the joke, but one of the dudes that was super famous for it was, he comes out of the People's Court and, you know, they have the guy interviewing him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you know what, I guess it's just going to have to be between her and D. And they go, oh, okay. And then he goes, yeah. He goes, they're like, so do you think, you know, you would have wished for another outcome? And he's like, no, you know what? I think, yeah, it's just going to have to be between her and D. And that's all I can say. And the guy's like, he keeps saying D. He goes, who are you talking about? He goes, D's nuts. And he walks away, dog. Like, gee.
No, I never seen that one.
Like a fucking pimp. So that's who I thought you were talking about. But no, I'm not related to that dude.
Oh, all right. Cool.
But
don't you got something? We're gonna do something new today.
You know what? We're gonna do something nude. All right.
No, nothing nude. Something new.
Oh, new. Okay. I was about to get fucking ass naked.
I think I got something to help out with that. You ready? Table. Your hog?
I was gonna fucking. Have you seen that meme, Doug, where it has a urinal that's like all crushed and fucking in pieces, and it says when I whip it out too fast. Is
that what happens or what?
That's what happens, dog. So I got to take my time when I'm whipping it out, but.
Don't get that fucker caught in the zipper.
You know what? On Covino and Rich last Sunday, not the one that you guys heard tonight, but last Sunday, Covino and Rich were talking about. Covino said that In-N-Out, he thinks it's overrated, and then that got the conversation going. So then, I don't know if it was Rich or if it was Covino, somebody, because they always talk about the dudes from New York, always talk about how great their fucking pizza is, right? Greatest fucking pizza. Well, one of them two recommended this pizza spot to somebody. They had it and they were like, yeah, it was good, but it wasn't all that. And so that got me thinking, when it comes to, okay, In-N-Out, he's saying overrated. This dude said the pizza's overrated. Well, when it comes to fucking fast food restaurants, let's take this shit back to like 2005. Let's fucking, come on, get your boot cut fucking jeans on. Come on, get your Von Deutsch or whatever the fuck they wore back in the day. I didn't wear that shit because I was fucking cool. And
I didn't wear that
let's
shit.
Let's just do this shit, dog. Let's bring the shit back with the top 8. Let's get your MySpace out, dog. Let's recover. Let's recover that old password.
What is that?
let's go ahead.
Top 8.
I think it's time for us to fucking
top 8.
The face, or not even Facebook, the MySpace top 8. So I'm gonna go with the top 8 fast food places. And you know what? You guys could let us know in the comments and shit. Fucking hit us up at AfterShowBL, wherever you see this shit or hear this shit or whatever. And let us know if you disagree, if you agree, if we're fucking full of shit, whatever.
We'll pick some top 8. Shoot us some top 8s, and maybe we'll read them next show.
Let's do that. Shoot us your top 8 fast food places, and we'll tell you if we agree, we disagree. But you know what? I'll go ahead, since you brought it up, I'll let you go ahead and start with your top 8 fast foods.
Well, bro, I got a controversial one. I'm gonna have to ask at first. Does Cold Stone count?
I would say no, but we'll say yeah.
No.
Eight of them's a lot, so I'll give you that one because I thought about putting Dairy Queen on there.
Bro, you got to get some Cold Stone, right? Because I mean, like, you're gonna hit a fast food spot, and if you're a stoner and you chief after, you're gonna end up at Cold Stone anyways. So it's a double whammy.
I would rather end up at Dairy Queen than Cold Stone, but that's just me.
I fuck with Dairy Queen. I really do. Their blizzards are dope. I like Dairy Queen. But no, Cold Stones too. Because then you get to pick your shit. Well, you get to get fruit and brownies and bananas and all kind of shit, man.
When I do my list, it's going to be in no particular order. Is yours in any order?
No, mine's not in any order neither.
All right, cool.
I'm not that chubby of a kid that says, "Hey, bro, my top 8, number one, Cold Stone Creamery." No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, let's go ahead and hear your fucking top 8 then. Top 8, Al Cucuy's top 8 fast food places. Let's go.
I'm going to say El Pollo Loco. And I'm also going to say In-N-Out probably makes that list. Can't fucking leave out Arby's. Del Taco.
I can, but okay, whatever. I'll let you.
Bro, Del Taco. Chipotle. Fuck heavy with some Rallies. And I think the last 2 are McDonald's and Taco Bell. You can't leave those off of those. You know what I'm saying? They're as consistent as they come out of all those.
You know what? I think that was a good top 8, but I got
some honorables. I got some honorable mentions though.
Let's hear the H fucking M's.
Fucking, you can't forget about Carl's. Or BK.
I could do without BK, to be honest.
Well, those are my mentions.
All right. Well, let me go ahead. I got my top 8 again in no particular order. But since In-N-Out is the one that got this conversation going, I got to throw that bad boy on there. We didn't have In-N-Out until about 2005, 2006 was when we got the first one here in town. We fucking, before that, we had to drive to Phoenix or fucking LA to get like some fucking In-N-Out. So that's why, to me, it was built up so fucking big, was because whenever I was in LA with my cousins, they would be like, oh, let's get some In-N-Out. We didn't have that shit in town. So we didn't have that shit back home. So to me, it was like, fuck yeah. And you know what? I'll say all these years later, now that we have one in town, I still really dig it. Overrated? Sure. Who gives a fuck? But this is my
Yes, it's overrated. But it's consistent and it's good food. And the thing about In-N-Out is, I'm gonna give you a little perspective on In-N-Out too, is I've had it damn near my whole life. Ashland and Blackstone, in Fresno, there's been an In-N-Out since damn near as long as I can remember. And that damn shit tastes the same then as it does now. And I do get tired of it. There's
a 3x3 or a 4x4 Flying Dutchman. Dog, you don't even have to worry about the carbs right there as much as if you're gonna fucking cut back on the fucking.
I just get a double, bro. I get a double. I leave my fries fucking the way they are with a little extra crispy so they're not all potatoey. And I fuck with the strawberry shake.
Oh, that sounds fucking dope. So I think
we
can both agree. In-N-Out.
But I've been there too. And there's times I went animal style and I get halfway through and I'm like, damn, this don't taste as good as the first 10 bites. And same with my burger. And there's times I don't like. Sometimes that processed cheese they use fucks with me. I'm not going to lie to you, because it tastes like Kraft out the fucking little slimy.
It does. And it hardens really quickly.
So I don't like that about it. I think it has to make the top 8 because it's consistent. It's good. But it is overhyped.
You know what, though? Fucking, if we're going to talk about consistency, there's one that I wouldn't necessarily put on here, but it's been the same ever since I was a fucking kid. So we got to throw McDonald's on this bitch. Bro. I don't eat McDonald's very often. I really don't. It's maybe once in a fucking blue moon.
Me too.
But just knowing that it's consistent, if you're gonna go get a double cheeseburger or a fucking quarter pounder or whatever, you know what you're gonna get when you go there, no matter where you are. If you're in fucking
buttery
China,
fries,
if you're in Hawaii, if you're in fucking Fresno, if
bumfuck
you're in New
Egypt,
bumfuck Egypt. You know what you're gonna get. So the consistency for me is another good reason why McDonald's is on there. Even though I don't necessarily dig it, that I'm gonna throw it on there.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
One that I'll fucking throw on there that I
will fuck some McNuggets up, though.
I could eat every fucking day. You know what I could eat every fucking day?
Nothing.
Fucking Jack in the Box.
No. I left that fucker off. They're good too.
I could fuck with Jack in the Box.
I can't.
Any fucking day in my life.
I like it, and it should have been on my top 8, and I missed that one. Jack in the Box would I think that would squeeze out Arby's for sure.
I fucking okay. And you know what? You brought up Arby's. To me, I just feel like since there's no, I like my meat to be
big butts
heavy.
And you cannot lie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't like my fucking meat to be that's you know what to me. You know what Arby's is to me, dog.
What's that?
You see a chick, right, and she has some nice fucking a nice front porch, like this old man I used to work with.
What color are the fucking curtains, bro?
Doug, I used to work with this old man. His name was Charlie Brown, right? Shout out to Charlie Brown. She's probably dead now, but Charlie Brown, he was 115 in 07 when I met him.
Oh shit!
And my friend Raylene had fucking she has some big old tits, right? So she was
Tiggle bitties.
We were working at the same place, and Charlie Brown, I'm 19, Charlie Brown's 119, and he elbows me and he's like, "Hey Daniel." I was like, "What?" He's like, "A couple of the girls here have a nice front porch, huh?" And I was like, "Did this 100-year-old man talking about Raylene's titties?" I was like, "Okay, whatever." So so say a girl got a nice front porch, right? The bra comes off, dog. And now they're fucking those orangutan titties that are fucking. And I did say tang. I know it's tan, but I'm not gonna say orangutan because I'm not a fucking douchebag. So they got those orangutan titties, dog. Those National Geographic floppers, dog, that are just like pancakes. To me, that's what Arby's is.
With a shitload of tiger stripes.
Exactly, dog. I don't need tiger stripes in my fucking burgers.
No,
I want it nice and filled, dog. Can you imagine you're like expecting this fucking some nice little teardrop fucking.
Someone got to learn you something about Arby's, bro. You get the bacon, or you get they got the market fresh sandwiches, bro. They make these fresh ass sandwiches on real bread. That shit's fire. And then they got the beef and cheddar. You don't fuck with beef and cheddar?
Don't they only have that like deli meat type meat and shit?
What do you mean? Not hell. They got turkey and shit. They got good ass like cuts.
I know, but they don't have like a patty for anything, right?
What kind of patty you looking for in a sandwich, homie?
Well, I'm saying they don't offer any patties in their whole fucking restaurant, right?
Well, you don't go there for patties. It's fucking Arby's.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Arby's. Fuck that.
Man, you know what? I'm pulling my phone up right now. Arby's been stepping their game up too. I'm sticking up for the 80s Arby's too. I'm fighting for the cherry turnovers and the curly fries Arby's. But they got some other shit.
If I'm gonna make a sandwich, Doug, with some fucking deli meat, I'm gonna make that bitch at home. And
really?
Maybe that's the hood in me where fucking my mom says that shit about Chipotle. She's like, "Why the fuck are you gonna eat Chipotle when you can make that same shit at home?"
Because I can walk up and grab it, and it's gonna take 3 minutes, and I'll be eating in 5 instead of having to cook for 20 and clean for 10.
It's gonna take me longer to drive to Arby's than it is to make a fucking sandwich in my kitchen.
Yeah,
to get the same shit,
bro. So I'm gonna tell you what they got right here. We're gonna go to Arby's.
All right, let's go ahead.
I'm sticking, bro. They got right now. Look at all this shit. They got a pecan chicken salad sandwich. You know how to make that? No.
Pecan? Fuck yeah. I got pecans, I got chicken, and I got salad at my
Are you making fucking Greek gyros? No.
Fuck yeah. I have Greek and Euros in my fucking freezer waiting.
You making a corned beef Reuben? That's some OG shit. You fucking corned beef Reubens?
Yeah, Doug.
What kind of meat is it?
Look, I have corned beef in my fucking pad, and I have a cousin named Reuben. So
okay,
I'll have that motherfucker make my sandwich. There's a corned beef Reuben.
But they got like the jalapeno bacon ranch chicken wrap, bro. They got the pita meals. It ain't just fucking. Hey. It ain't just that chick on TikTok that says roast beef. It ain't just all that, bro.
I don't even know who you're talking about. But you know what? With all those options you're saying, you know what? I honestly, on my mom, I probably haven't had Arby's in close to 10 years, if not fucking more. So they got
chicken sandwiches that smack.
I'm just thinking about roast beef on a fucking bread, like. Like that deli meat shit. So, you know what? Maybe they have stuff.
But it's not Carl Buddig. I know the shit you speak of and them little fucking 59-cent packs and they're white and they say Carl Buddig on it. It's not. Their shit, I know it's foul because if you watch some YouTube shit, it's like a brick and they put it in water and then it just kind of opens up like a flower. And I know it's fucked up, but that shit, I don't know, bro. It got a special place in my heart.
Those deli meats, I'm not throwing those motherfuckers either. I'm talking about some dope ass deli meat at your pad. So whatever.
Bro, there's a smokehouse brisket meal. It's like $8.
You convinced me. By the time we record again, I'll have had Arby's and I'll give you my updated fucking my updated
All right, sounds good.
analysis. All right, so we got
Perfect.
I got In-N-Out, I got Jack in the Box, got McDonald's. I don't know if this is fucking national. I don't know if this is national, so it's gonna be interchangeable. I fucking dig. Do you guys have like a Sombreros or a Diego's or any of that kind of shit? Like a Mexican food place?
We got Robertitos.
Okay, so like that would be like a Julio Bertos or a Philly Bertos. It's that same type of shit.
And we got Arsenio's.
I gotta throw that bitch on here, Doug.
Okay,
So
I won't argue
Mexican
that.
places, I gotta throw that bitch on here
With the crusty ass fucking half fried tacos.
Fuck yeah, Doug. Well, I don't.
And they're greasy as fucking. You get choro in the morning and shit.
The only thing I get from that place is fucking the carne asada fries. And
yes,
if I'm fucking fucked up and hungover, which doesn't happen often, but when I was a young fella, I would go have their like menudo and shit. When you're fucked up, you have some nice hot menudo. That was nice. But I gotta throw that place on here. I gotta agree with you on the Chipotle, dog. I mean, it's not Mexican food. It's not fucking American white.
It's like
food.
Taco Bell on steroids.
It is. So I'll give you that. So Chipotle, dog, I could have that shit any fucking day. You know what I'm gonna throw on here that people are gonna hate me for? But this is the only fast food Chinese we have here in town. So
don't do it.
So I won't. Okay. I gotta give it to Wendy's. Wendy's is fucking dope every now and again.
The only fucking thing they got good is a Frosty, bro.
Fuck the Frosties. I've never had one of their. Well, actually, I've had their Frosties. They're all right, but
you gotta take French fries and dunk them in that motherfucker and eat them. That's how you get down.
Dog, that's some white people shit. My fucking girl does that shit.
Whatever. That's stoner shit.
Maybe it is.
Stoners. Hey, stoner don't see color.
So Wendy's, I'll fuck with the Wendy's burger from time to time, dog. They fucking get down. Carl's Jr. is in that same fucking, to me, that same realm of Wendy's. I think they're in the same. They play ball in the same park. They'll
eat each other's bushes.
They'll play against each other. Yeah. So Wendy's, Carl's Jr. and
they go down on each other, or what, bro?
All right, then the Chinese food place that we dare not to mention that completes my top 8. So,
and don't get me wrong, it's just, to me, I think the Chinese food place that we don't dare to mention, although the food is decent, I mean, it's decent. I'm not going to say it's not, because it is. But it's more of a clone than Taco Bell is of Mexican food.
You know what? See, this is the thing, though. That's the only Chinese food, like, fast food we have.
Us too.
So if I want,
and I hate my life because of it, bro.
If I hate my life, if I want Chinese food, I'm either gonna have to go to a fucking restaurant,
bro. We don't have that.
Drive through.
I gotta go to Santa Maria.
You don't practice Santa Maria, right?
Even their fucking.
I don't practice Santa Maria.
Even their Chinese food there is kind of wackadocious.
But all right, dog. You know what? Well, since we were on the fucking topic, do you have a top 8 movies or?
I do.
I think I can go through a couple of movies real quick, dog. Let me hear yours.
Well, I'm gonna take a while, but
all right, go ahead.
Now, my top 8 movies, I gotta rock with Happy Gilmore. That motherfucking movie is a classic.
100% dope.
And if you don't agree, keep it to yourself. Enemy of the State with Gene Hackman and Will Smith, even though he's not on my fucking friend list anymore. Will Smith in that movie and Enemy of the State, that shit was dope. Definite eye opener. Can't fucking forget about Step Bros.
Oh my God.
Can't forget about that. The Catalina fucking wine mixer. I mean, if you forgot that, you need to walk in traffic. What about Pulp Fiction? Pulp Fiction got to be on that list. Right?
Wait,
and I don't know, maybe not.
I might be a little bit buzzed. What did you just mention that we can't leave off before Pulp Fiction?
Fucking Step Brothers.
Oh yeah, all right, because I'm adding that to mine.
And with that being said, it's the sister movie that you can't leave off either, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree. Old School.
Okay, yeah,
that shit was dope. I like Donnie Brasco.
Yeah, there you go.
We talked about fucking Silence of the Lambs.
I got a quick story about Donnie Brasco, right?
What's that?
Growing up, Doug, two of my good friends, Nico and my friend Johnny, were fucking hella mobster fans, and they liked all that shit. They liked the Donnie Brasco. They liked this. They liked Casino. They liked Godfathers, all that. Well, I go, you know what? They keep talking about this movie, Donnie, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna check it out, dog. So I put on Donnie Darko. Do you remember that movie?
I never watched it, but I remember seeing it.
Okay, Doug. I didn't get through the whole movie because I go, how the fuck do they have this movie up here? This movie's fucking weird. What? So I go and I tell Johnny, I'm like, Doug, that fucking movie that you and Nico always talk about, fucking Donnie Darko, that movie fucking sucks, dog. That shit's weird. And he's all, Donnie Darko? No, motherfucker. He was like, it's Donnie Brasco. And I was like, oh, hold my beer. I'll be back.
Right.
Go ahead. Continue with your list, Doug.
Nah, so then fucking, yeah, Goodfellas. You can't forget about Goodfellas. Mm. And I think my last one's going to be fucking, I got some honorary mentions, but Beavis and Butthead. That was a good ass movie.
America. I saw that shit in the theaters, dog. I was like 7 years old. And I remember watching that shit. Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, that movie was so good. I was going to put the Kim K and Ray J on to round out my top 8, but I think Beavis and Butthead kicked them out. And honorable mentions real quick. I'll do a quick fire. Is obviously Kim and Ray J, Paris Hilton. I would say Back to the Futures, Karate Kids. Can't forget about The Shining. Like that one, it should have been in my top 8.
Never seen The Shining.
Oh, that's just dope, bro. It's a good old school classic.
Lambs of Sheep or some shit.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And got to shout out the Batmans, right? Most of the Batmans were dope, and fucking can't forget Scarface.
All right.
What you got?
Cool. So, Doug, I got mine are fucking. I guess this kind of shows my personality, Doug, because mine are mostly fucking just comedies. On here, I got Dumb and Dumber, which, Doug, that's a fucking classic for me. I could watch Dumb and Dumber any fucking day of the week, and that shit. I watched it so many fucking times, dog. I quoted so many fucking things from that movie. Like one of my favorite fucking movies of all time. You could fucking look at me with that look, but dog, I am who I am. All right. So I'm the police of manliness. Don't you remember?
That's cute.
Wayne's World. I'm throwing Wayne's World on there, dog. Fucking Wayne's World was fucking one of my favorite things, dog, is that they're like 45 and they're playing high school kids. That's the funniest.
What's next? Austin Powers?
You know what's funny though? I have a friend who just had a kid, and you know how Austin's like, Danger's my middle name.
Baby.
They actually named their kid blank Danger blank. So Danger really is his middle name. So I need to send him some like Austin Powers shit because the baby.
Oh, that's dope.
But Wayne's World, dog, I love me some Wayne's World. Fucking Kennedy will even be like, squeeze me, baking powder. My fucking 5-year-old. Or
what's
like, Sha. It's a quote from the movie, right?
Oh, okay.
And then like fucking, or what is fucking Mike Myers say? Sha, right. Maybe monkeys will fly out of my butt. Like these were just shits that I fucking, I love it. Wayne's World. Doug, one on here that will be on nobody's list, but everybody could go fuck themselves because this is a great movie. Dewey Cox, Walk Hard. Have you ever seen that movie, Doug?
No.
If you haven't seen that movie, I'm telling you, get faded and just put it on. It is, Doug, especially if you're faded. For me, whatever. I don't really get faded, but for me, that shit was funny as fuck, normal. But it's so fucking stupid. Like they fucking have. It's basically like, do you remember Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash movie, right?
Didn't see it, but I heard of that.
Okay. Well, this one's Walk Hard, and it's like basically a parody of that. Another one, I got to have Step Brothers on here, Doug. When I fucking, let me see. I think shortly before my daughter was born, me and my girl used to watch this movie on fucking repeat. Like literally, this shit was over and we would start it again. We watched that shit. So one of my favorite fucking movies of all time, Step Brothers, with John Cocksmith Riley. Another one, Doug, I have to throw on here just because I grew up on this shit and it's fucking the dopest shit ever. Friday.
I fucked up by leaving that one off.
How could I?
All of them.
How could I not have Friday on here?
For sure. Now, you got to have Menace to Society almost too. Shit.
Did I ever tell you that story, Doug?
Colors,
Menace to Society, or Don't Be a Menace?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Don't Be a Menace.
That was a jam.
I remember I watched
this
that
fucking
shit.
Binky.
I watched.
Remember when he was doing that shit,
Doug? I watched that shit. I was like probably 7 or 8 years old. I told you this story, and my aunt took me to the fucking movie theater. So yeah, that's an honorable mention for me. Dog, fucking super bad. I was a senior.
It was good.
I was a senior in high school when that came out, and that shit was fucking. Was I a senior? Whatever. Maybe I was like 17 or 18, whatever, when that movie came out. But that to me is still one of the fucking best movies of all time. And we have number 7. I have Billy Madison. I fucking dog. I could have very easily changed this out with Happy Gilmore, like you mentioned. So I'm gonna throw Billy Madison on my list, and Happy Gilmore will be an honorable mention. And then number 8, dog, that I fucking have to have
Nate,
on here.
dog.
Number 8, dog.
Oh, okay.
Is fucking Big Daddy. That was a classic for me too. So let me run through them real quick. I have Dumb and Dumber, Wayne's World, Dewey Cox, Step Brothers, Friday, Superbad, Billy Madison, and fucking Big Daddy. So if you guys have a top 8 movies, send that to us. We'll fucking see some that are worth it and talk about them next week. So just let us know your favorite movies, your top 8 fucking fast food places, and we'll throw those bitches on here.
Bro, let's talk a little finance. You see what happened to Biddy?
Yeah. What is that shit, like under 30 right now?
Oh, man. I'm glad I got out one in the 60s, but yeah, this shit's, no, it went up a little bit, I guess. It's 38.4.
38?
I mean, I'm sorry, 30,500.
Okay. Because I was going to say, that shit was at 30 like 2 days ago.
And Ethereum's back up to 2,087.
Doug, I think if you...
But I hope all those fucking Shibus or everyone that fucking Shiba did fucking sold their shit, because...
I made my money in Shiba and I got out. I bought that shit when it was hella cheap, and my shit fucking like 50,000 times, and then I was good, Doug.
Yeah? Hell
so yeah, no, I made out on Shiba a long time ago. And you know the way I did... No, don't cancel the meeting. The reason I did was because I remember when Doge was like a big fucking thing, right? And
with Elon?
Like, oh, Dogecoin. Mm-hmm. I remember I saw on some like forum or some shit or Discord or something where people started talking about Shiba.
OnlyFans.
And
okay.
Shiba, they were like, oh, Shiba is going to be the next Doge and shit. And so I fucking bought a gang of it and fucking back in the day. And then I completely forgot about it. And I logged into my app one day and I was like, oh, fuck. All right. And I just sold that shit, made out like a fucking bandit, and I was fucking stoked. So,
and where'd that saying come from, bro?
What?
Made out like a bandit.
Aren't bandits like fucking robbers and shit? Like a bank robber and shit?
Oh, I thought you were talking about kissing your high school sweetheart.
No, I was talking about fucking like, what?
I don't know. You said you made out like a bandit, and I don't know. Are you a bandito?
Yeah, fucking I got the money with my fucking shit tied like a fucking with a cat and shit, and I fucking ran out of there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
thanks for making it make sense.
Yeah, no problem, Doug. That's why I'm here. You know what? Let me see. Oh, this week,
what?
Covino and Rich were talking about. I think they were talking about. So they talked about Man in the Arena, episode 10, right? The last episode of the Tom Brady story. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how proud Tom's dad is, right? Mm-hmm. Where he's over here saying like, Tommy, A, B, and C, and, whatever. Because to his dad, he's still fucking Tommy, right? He's not fucking Tom Brady, the greatest of all time.
No.
Doug, I have a real life scenario, real life situation of this where when your fucking kids, Doug, it doesn't matter who the fuck they are, as a parent, it's still your kid just making you proud. And I'm pretty sure I've told this story on the fucking show, but when me and my girl went to Las Vegas, we watched Criss Angel's show. Okay. And sitting right next to us was this older Italian lady sitting by herself. And so we're sitting there and she leans over.
Eileen?
And she leans over and she's like, and she points and she's like, that's my son. And I was like, fucking look at this crazy bitch right here thinking Criss Angel's her son, Yeah. Well, they played this video of him growing up and how he had to borrow money from his mom. And he was like, I promise, I'll fucking, if this, magic shit doesn't work out, I'm going to fucking work every day the rest of my life to pay you back and shit, right? Yeah. And so they start playing clips and shit of her doing interviews and shit. And I was like, oh, fuck, it really is that bitch, And so when I was like, holy shit. So we sat next to
We can't do that shit no more, bro. Didn't you see what happened to Chris Paul's family? Fucking fans put hands on him and shit in the Dallas arena. She shouldn't be telling people that shit.
Well, you know what, dog?
Especially you, bro. She better keep that shit to herself.
Dog, especially me, dog. She saw I was a nice young man.
Snatch her purse.
And she didn't know I have the eye of the Vato, right?
I'm telling you. Well, you can have the eye of the Vato and be the Vato superhero all in one.
Well, so she fucking, she was like, and it was funny because as they were playing like little clips and shit, she just kept leaning over and telling us shit because she was so fucking proud, dog, to where she was like, you know, she was like, he always was obsessed with this shit. And she would just tell us like stupid little stories and shit where me and my girl, dog, when we left, we were like, oh, and then
you felt like you knew Criss Angel.
Well, it was funny, dog, because
you didn't get invited to Christmas?
There's a portion of the show where he like disappears off stage, right?
Right.
And then he appears in the crowd somewhere. Well, we're sitting right there and somebody runs by us with a hoodie and they sit down, they take the hood off. And my girl points and she's like, hey, that's Criss Angel right there, right? Like right in front of us. And I was like, shut up, bitch, you know? And then she was like, no, for real. And I was like, for real? And she was like, for real. And we're going back.
For real?
For real? Right? And then the fucking, they throw the spotlight on him. And he fucking stands up and he turns around and he's like facing everybody, right? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry for calling you bitch. That really was him, you know? And so
did you get any spooky magic vibes?
So check this shit out. So he turns around and he like puts his foot up on the chair and he's like talking and shit. And he looks at me, dog, and he fist bumps me. And I was
Criss Angel did?
Swear to God, on my mom. So he fist bumped
me. And what were you calling your fucking leprechaun moment? Or what was the moment you were calling earlier? The butterfly effect?
Yeah.
That's your butterfly effect.
Why? What the fuck did that change in my life?
Oh, you fist bumped Criss Angel.
It had to change something.
And you met his mama.
Yeah. So that was cool. And so, like, you know, he turns around and he fist bumps and he keeps talking and shit.
You know how to do magic. You just don't practice. he taught you through that fist bump. He gave you the powers, bro.
You know what, though? Growing up, I was a huge David Blaine fan. And the reason we went to that show is because my girl was a Criss Angel fan. And after that, I was like, oh, fuck, dog. He was like cool as fuck. Even like there's another portion of the show where he grabs like these pieces of paper and he's throwing them to people in the crowd. Like he's walking around. Yeah. And he looks at me and he just gives me, like, hands me one. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's that dude sitting next to my mama, you know? And I was like, don't worry, dog. I'll take care of her. Right, mama. You know?
That's when you're back to Super Vato.
I was fucking Super Vato homie over here taking care of Criss Angel's mom. So like he handed me a little piece of paper. I ended up losing it in the fucking Uber.
Really? You lost the shit Criss Angel gave you?
I had that little piece of paper and
you could have made an NFT.
I put it in my pocket, right? And we get in the Uber and the dude's like, oh, you know, where are you guys from? And we're like, oh, we're from Arizona. He's like, oh, for real? He's like, me too. And we're like, oh yeah. Okay, you know? And then so this motherfucker's like, oh, which part? And we're like, oh, you probably don't know. It's a smaller, you know, city. It's Yuma. And he was like, oh, I'm from Yuma. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dog. Just drive us to our fucking hotel, right? Shut the fuck up. And then he's like, nah, he's like, my parents own Classic Accounting right there on 4th. And I was like, oh, fuck, this dude really is from fucking Yuma, right?
Your parents own the accounting and you're an Uber driver.
Well, he said supposedly he chased some chick and followed her to Vegas.
Well, his butterfly effect didn't work out.
So
tell you that much.
So he fucking, I don't know if I reached for like my wallet or what, and the little piece of paper like fell out. Because when he drove off, I was like, oh, where'd the little piece of paper go? And it's like, you know. And I was like,
the Jetsons or what?
Yeah. He's like, fucking drove off. So I was like, oh, buy Criss Angel paper. And it fucking, that dude don't even know, huh? He was cleaning out his car and just threw it away. He don't even know that was like Criss Angel paper.
Maybe when he touched it, he got the juice.
Maybe, Doug. So, but anyway, there we go, Doug, with fucking the people being proud of, because Doug, I mean, all that was just to tell you, like, to his mom at the show, she was just seeing her kid live his fucking dream, right? To her, you would have thought, Doug, her kid was like the quarterback on the football team. The way she's like, that's my son out there. Like, she was like proud, you know?
He's about to disappear.
Yeah. I know how
he'll
he
come
does
back.
that.
He'll be back.
He always does, you know?
You might not think so, but mama knows best.
Mama always knows. But yeah, man. So it's just crazy because, like, it's just, again, that's just your fucking kid, you know? So I know they did touch on, like, what would you want Melody to be like the next Ariana Grande or the next Britney Spears or something, because it doesn't always turn out good, right? Most of the time it doesn't. So they actually had a conversation about that, actually kind of went into this conversation where they were talking about, would you rather live till 40 and be incredibly handsome, or would you rather live till fucking 85 and be ugly as fuck?
85 ugly as fuck.
Really?
Bro, I'm telling you, I grew up with a lot of cats that had game. That's just that they were slick talkers, and they'll pull a bitch in some slippers. All right, and some tall can with some holy jeans, no teeth, right? It's you don't have to, you don't, or missing a tooth. I mean, I got a homie right now, he's missing 1 or 2 front teeth, and he's got bitches. I mean, it just is what it is. And so the thing is that you could be ugly. It ain't about that. Do you got game? Do you know how to talk? Are you approachable?
Yeah, but
are you a weirdo?
How ugly are your homies? Are they are they just not like attractive, or are they fucking ugly? Because ugly could be a fucking growth growing out of your fucking cheek. And
well, then define it. What is it?
Yeah,
what do I got to look like to live to be 85?
You gotta be, dog. The uglier you are, the longer you live.
Well, good, and maybe a fucking toad. I don't know.
So that was.
I'm trying to live, man. I don't know about you. Fuck that 40 and out shit.
I'm just saying, dog. I lived 30 years of my life with some crooked ass teeth, and that shit ain't fun. So
no,
I'm just like,
but you got them fixed.
Yeah, but still, it's like, I think about, like, I don't know, dog. To me, I'm like my dad. I feel like my dad died at 47. He was fucking, I feel like he lived a full-on life, you know. I'm like, so.
Nah, bro. I need to be old where I can break the rules where like old people get away with shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be kicking it, chilling, maxing and relaxing. I don't care. You can make me ugly all you want to. You give me a fucking avocado, I'll make guacamole. I'll make it work.
Fucking let me look like fucking Brad Pitt, and I'll die at fucking 35.
Nah, fuck that. As long as you got hustle.
And I hope you have fun dying with your ugly old ass, dog.
It's all right.
I'm going to be sexy as fuck, and I'm going to die at fucking 35. So that's just, okay. So we all know how we both fucking swing on the hypothetical fucking pendulum. But attractive and die at 40, or ugly as fuck at 100. Let me see. Criss Angel's mom.
I got a good one for you, bro.
What's up?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Ray.
Ray who?
Raiders.
Okay. Anyway.
Any fucking hoots. The fuck segment was that?
I have, dog. You know what? since Dick Shots is talking about how we swing from Covino's dick and shit, right?
I
have something that Covino mentioned, dog, that I cannot disagree with him more on. Right?
What is it?
So they were talking about
fucking dick shots.
Fucking dick shots. So we see you, Rich.
Yeah, we see you. All eyes on you, fucker.
So, dog, so fucking Dick Shots is over here talking, or Covino was talking about when he sleeps, he locks his bedroom door. And they were like, why do you lock your bedroom door? And he's like, well, he's
Covino?
like, yeah,
I do that.
So he was like, it's an extra barrier for intruders, right? So they can get me. And then Rich goes, but I have little kids. And Covino goes,
even more reason to lock the door.
Your door, your fucking bedroom door?
Bro, are you going to let your daughter come in and see you piping her mom?
Doug, you can lock it, pipe her mom, and then unlock it. So
you can pipe her mom, hear a knock, and get dressed and unlock it too. What's the fucking difference?
What do you mean, what's the difference? Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out. And in therapy, brother, they teach you there's boundaries. As an individual, as a human being, you have to be able to at least go to a little area of the house and have a little privacy where someone has to knock to bother you. That's my opinion. And I don't know if I would lock it like Covino to have an extra barrier, because if someone's coming to get your ass, that little ass lock ain't going to really save you but 10 seconds. But I like to lock my door. Absolutely. I did it with kids. I did it with, yeah.
Okay. So if you're locking it to have
the fuck they need to get in there for, bro?
No, listen. So if you're locking it to have a barrier between you.
Does she still sleep in your room too? She does, huh?
This is what I'm saying. No, look at what I'm saying is, dog, my fucking kid has been in her bed since she was a fucking newborn.
Okay.
So, but what I'm saying is if you're fucking gonna lock the door, so somebody's gonna break in your house to fucking rob you. Now they're gonna fucking just go and jack your kids from you.
A little shit needs their doors locked too.
Okay, now we're getting door too. Now we're getting somewhere. So you're
all the fucking doors should be locked.
All the fucking doors. So
you're gonna have a key to hers. Obviously, if you need to get in, you can get in. But your fucking kid shouldn't be able to walk into your fucking room whenever they want, bro. Where's the boundaries at?
Who said they're gonna fucking walk into your room randomly? Aren't they fucking sleeping?
At any time, day, night. I mean, don't you want to? I don't know, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna explain my shit. I've always.
So you're gonna lock your door so you're fucking. So it's fucking 2 o'clock.
Kids 24, bro. It worked out. That's all I gotta say.
Okay,
it worked out, and I was with a chick, and she had 3 kids. It worked out. Fucking, I was with my last girl. She had 3 kids, and it worked out.
But no,
and none of them. And hold on, let me finish. And none of them locked the door when they weren't with me. But let me explain something to you. I was a hustler, and I had scratch and trees and fucking whatever. I was smoking, and I didn't want them kids to stumble into my shit. Or if I, you know what I'm saying, or like I just. Nah, bro, I'm a grown-ass adult, and that part of me, they don't need to know. I got to have a little bit of the space in the house where, like, when they're little, they would sleep in the bed or whatnot, but after, like, 3 or 4, no. I mean, you want to take that part of the sectional, and I'll take this part of the sectional, and we watch fucking Lion King, cool, but I need my privacy.
So... But what I'm talking about is, okay, I understand what you're saying about the privacy. Okay, whatever. I still don't. I think it's fucking stupid, but that's my opinion. You can lock it, you can unlock it, whatever. It's your opinion, right?
But do you?
No.
Right. That's why you can't understand.
Yeah, but fucking.
And I'm old school. I come from the times where.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, so if you have your door locked, and there's an intruder.
Or with your lady. You never fucking put a towel on the door with your lady at 8 o'clock at night, cracked open the window. You guys killing a 12-pack smoking blunts?
Nah. We don't.
Yeah, bro. Like
we don't kill 12 packs and smoke blunts, Doug. Like,
I don't know. We just hood rat tales. What do you want me to say? But when I was with you, we would kill like damn near a case a night of beer. We would chief and hang out and kick it and play Nintendo Wii and like, bro. After it's bedtime at like 8 o'clock, it's fucking adult time, and them kids got their own shit. And I promise to God, if there's something wrong, they're gonna scream, yell, or come bang on your door. Like they all lived. So I mean, it all worked out. So I don't know, but
okay. But what I'm saying is, so. There's this barrier. So what I'm saying is you're creating this barrier between you and your fucking kids, right?
Only after 8.
No, but I'm saying you're creating this barrier. All right. So when you so somebody breaks in your house in the middle of the night.
Bro, it never happened.
But it can happen, right? But I'm saying the thing is that, so now you're fucking.
I know. I think the plane can crash, bro. I'm scared to fly, but I still got on that motherfucker. I just went to Hawaii. I can't live on my fears, dude. What the fuck is that?
Okay. But I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying is that you're doing this as a barrier between you and an intruder. So no, I'm saying this was Covino's. This is why, because Dick Schatz was saying how we swing from Covino's nuts. So I'm telling you, one thing that I disagreed with was that he said he's doing that as a barrier between him and an intruder. Right. So for me, I mean, I understand what you're saying, dog. If you got your fucking dildos out and shit, and you don't want
none of that was out.
You don't want your kid to see one or whatever, then okay, it's understandable. However, I'm saying if it's only because we know Covino's not smoking blunts on a daily.
But it's not just that though, bro. Like I'm a horn dog. So like I wanted to tear my chick up. Like once that door shut, bro, like I don't know. I just there's 2 different worlds that live in that house. And what goes on in that master bedroom is not the same shit that goes on in the rest of the house. Right? Like they're 2 different worlds. So when it's adult time in the master bedroom on a Friday or a Saturday night, or you're kicking back and the kids have already had dinner, you've already played board games, you've already watched your shows with the kids, like we still hung out. I don't want you to get the wrong impression like I didn't spend time with these kids, because I hung out with these fucking kids doing all type of shit all the fucking time.
You're saying after. But
there's a point in the day though.
Bedtime.
Bro, you know, like when you walk into the room and shit and you kind of like you turn the light on and there's a switch. There's a time in the night, bro, where that switch gets turned back off, right? Those kids go do their thing in bed. They go to bed, they go lay down, they go have their slumber party, and they only really get a hold of you if they need to, right?
I don't know, Doug. If maybe it's because I still, I mean, I think even if
I'm not a fucking micromanager, you know what I mean?
Even if I slept throughout the night, I think I would fucking continue to do this because we've always done this. But I don't know, Doug, if I'm in and out of my fucking room so many times a fucking night,
okay,
like I'm fucking like, and I don't know, maybe it's just because like I'm a little fucking like paranoid and shit. And I'm like, I'll get up and I'm like, I'm gonna go grab a drink of water. And then I'm like, okay, I got a drink of water. I gotta check all the fucking locks and shit. See, make sure all the fucking Doug, and that's something fucking that I can't help. That's some OCD shit.
Oh, you can help it. You just have not chosen to try.
No.
What have you done? You went to therapy? You took any classes? You do a meditating? What are you doing?
No, I did it all. I can't help it. I can't fucking help it. And
yeah, no, I don't do shit like that.
Where I'm like, I can't, like, it's not even like, oh, I checked the front door. I'm like, no, Doug, I gotta check all the fucking doors.
Bro, you just need a big gun under your bed, and if they come in, you shoot, and don't worry about that bullshit.
I can't help it. I'm just gonna go.
Fucking go to the range once a year or once a week till you feel comfortable, and fucking just know if they come in, you're gonna take them out.
Okay, Doug, so fucking you're asleep. They come, they take your kid and shit because you forgot to lock the door.
Bro, you watch too many movies. How many people you know that's happened to? I don't watch any
fucking movies, Doug. You know how hard it was for me to.
Are you reading the news, or is this from personal experience, or are you just fucking formulating a plan in your own head?
I told you that fucking somebody just got shot behind my mom's house. It happens.
What's that have to do with them taking your kid?
Fucking maybe it was a burglary.
Bro, they killed the fucking elote man in my neighborhood. I didn't think they were gonna break in and steal my child.
There was a fucking burglary.
Bro, I caught this homeless bitch showering in my recyclable can in my front yard. My kid called me and said, Dad, there's someone outside. I pulled up on the sidewalk of my car and pinned this bitch in the corner, and she's hosing herself off in the recyclable container. I didn't think she's going to jump in and take my kid.
Yeah, but she wasn't a kid taker. There are kid takers.
There are
kid takers, and they fucking, I'm just saying, if you have that mentality.
But leaving your door unlocked is going to fix all that?
Well, I'm just saying. So locking then your fucking door to your front door of your house.
You're on a good one tonight, bro.
So you don't even fucking. So why do you lock any doors? Right? Do you lock?
Bro, because it buys you time. Yeah, they can still get in, but like we just said, Covino got about 10 seconds.
But they're not going to get in. Why are they going to get in? Have they got in?
I don't think they are going to get in.
Do they get in?
They haven't yet.
They haven't.
Has anyone ever gotten in yours?
Nobody's gotten in.
Why are we having this silly ass conversation then?
Because I lock my doors. So if you don't lock your doors, they could just be walking in. That's why they haven't gotten in your house, because they've checked.
How many fucking doors do I need to lock? Am I trying to be in a maze? The front and the back door ain't good enough? And the windows?
How many doors go to the outside?
Why don't you build 19 walls to your bedroom, bro, and lock every door?
You're the one that said you're going to fucking lock all the doors in your house. So you could have a bong on the couch, and you could have a fucking, all right, bro.
I'm about to take this Zoom fucking mobile, and we're going to walk around my house and see what the fuck I got laying around. And we're going to see what I got, how many doors I got locked.
But see, what I'm saying, the only doors that I want fucking locked are the doors that lead to the outside. But you're locking every fucking door. So
I don't need to lock every door. I used to lock check it out, bro. So here's the deal. My fucking starting to lock the doors is when I first moved out, I had roommates, right? And what happens when you have a roommate? You guys pay half the rent. What's that mean? He got half the rights. Right? Mm-hmm. That means he gets to bring over people that he wants to bring over, and you can bring over people that you want to bring over. Well, I was a hustler, bro. I always had fucking money in my room, and I had fucking weed and money and doing dumb shit my whole fucking life. So I started locking my door, bro. I don't need people. It takes away the element of surprise, right? You better be a sneaky motherfucker to pick that lock and to get into my room, right? So if my door is still locked every time I go, you ever been robbed, bro? You ever had, I have been robbed, bro. I have been fucking stolen from, but I don't act like that. But at the end of the day, that shit has happened to me. But you can't live like that. You got to take that as a lesson, and you have to just.
Well, then why do you lock the door to your bedroom? You can't live like that. Why?
Because I don't want my bong. I don't want anybody who comes over who's a guest, whether it's the fucking handyman, one of my kids, my old lady's friend, her mom. Like, I don't want them walking into my fucking private domain.
Why is her mom gonna walk into your bedroom?
Many people do that. More people fucking walk through your house than fucking break into it, bro. So everyone got a nosy fucking friend.
Okay, everybody has a nosy friend, right? So, but why not tell them, hey, you know what? Fucking don't be going to my fucking bedroom. So you're gonna lock it because you're gonna live in fear.
Does it seem more mature just to lock your door, and then when they get caught fucking trying to jiggle it, they look dumb?
Fuck no. If you're gonna have people in your house that you're afraid they're gonna go through your shit, then don't have them in your fucking house.
Listen, you've met half the people from my fucking job. I don't know what the fuck they're capable of when we start getting all fucked up. I mean, like, I got some good buddies, and obviously I trust them, but dude, no, I lock my shit. I don't know what to tell you. I lock my shit. There's shit to lose in there, bro. It ain't like there's just fucking socks and fucking PJs. If there wasn't something jewelry, bro, I've had jewelry my whole life. I had diamond rings. I had Rolexes. Like, I have shit. I don't want people just be coming into my private domain, going through my shit. If you're in there, motherfuckers, because I welcomed you in.
Okay, so speaking of socks, you said there's not just socks and fucking pajamas and shit. So Covino mentioned this week that Jordan thinks he's fucking disgusting. What? What?
Why is Covino disgusting?
This is why I fucking love
Hold on, put me on pause, bro. I'm getting a blight. Right, I gotta mellow my ass out. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
I was just gonna say, dog, that's
fucking bully.
That's what cracks me up, dog. Is that we're talking about this shit, right? We're going. See
what you lead me to, bro. That's why I lock my door. All right, I don't even know who's seeing this shit unless I want to show them.
So, Doug. So, Covino mentioned that. Hold on. Covino mentioned that he'll wear socks in the evening. Say he fucking takes a shower or something or whatever. I forget what the scenario was of why he would fucking do it. But he said he'll wear socks for a few hours in the evening. He said maybe 3 hours or so. And then he'll take them off. And then
is it scenario or scenario?
You're only going to say scenario if you're a fucking douchebag. Because like when you say like Joe Rogan does this shit a lot where he goes back and forth between Neanderthal and Neanderthal.
Most overrated dude on radio.
Neanderthal. Doug, have you ever said Neanderthal in your life, or do you just say Neanderthal?
No. Nor have I listened to a complete episode of fucking Joe Rogan. But he's a hell of a fucking announcer on UFC.
Yeah. Doug, speaking of which, did you see that weak ass fucking roast fight?
Bro, why did your name come up as Manuel right now?
Because that's my middle name.
Manuel Focus, Javier
Daniel Manuel Focus. Daniel Manuel Focus. That's actually my real name, Daniel Manuel Focus. So Covino was talking about he'll throw on some socks for a few hours or whatever, and then the next morning he'll put on those same socks. And Jordan's like, "Oh, you're disgusting," right? And I see where both of them are coming from, because I see where he's coming from going, well, I just wore these things for a couple hours. You know, I took a shower. I mean, just walked around the house or whatever. But at the same time, dog, I can't help I can help, but I choose not to help. Fucking like if I wore them even for an hour or two, and the next day I'm getting up, I take a shower, I don't want to put on socks that I wore yesterday, even if it was for a few hours.
No,
I'm like, so to me, I see where Covino's coming from, because he's like, you're just wasting fucking laundry because you're gonna have to do, you know.
I got a solution.
What's up?
Well, I do that too. However, I go to the gym before work, so I'll do that too. And I also, with that same thought, I don't want to put on dirty socks after I've taken a shower. I also fucking don't want to fucking wear brand new socks just to the gym to fuck them up for an hour. So I will put them back on and throw on my workout shoes, which are dedicated to the gym. And I'll go do my 5 miles on the bike, go hit my sauna and come back. And then I shower.
Dog, you scared me. I thought you said hit my son. You said sauna.
Sauna,
like, wait, you don't even have a fucking son? And you're hitting him?
Probably somewhere, bro. I ain't met him, but
but okay,
he's
so
out there.
Well, I see that's a good solution, right? But for me, I have a fucking like
a life,
a little routine where I like to fucking throw, like, not every day, but you know, most days, you know, maybe every other day, I like to get just like a little laundry and throw it. I hate having fucking dirty clothes. That's like the biggest pet peeve of mine. Is to have fucking
I don't like dirty clothes.
I'd rather.
You know what my bigger pet peeve is though?
What?
Having clean clothes that stink because you fucking left them in the shit too long, or you didn't put enough fucking softener.
No, I don't fuck no, dog.
I'll rewatch my shit 3 times. Fuck that.
I feel you. I do feel you, but I I feel like there's ways to prevent that, and there are mistakes, right? You do it once in a while. We've all done it, but for me,
what's your as a dude? Then that brings me to a good question for this crazy ass show. As a dude, what's your laundry? How do you go about washing a fucking batch of darks? Sorry, chronic kicked in.
A batch of darks.
I sound like fucking. Listen, guys.
All I have is fucking darks, dog. Look, I'm wearing one shirt. Right under it, I have another shirt.
You don't got no white beaters?
I do, and they're dark. They're
really?
all fucking black.
Okay.
I have a couple white buttons.
Are you the fucking Dark Knight or what?
Doug, I'll fucking no lie. I'm gonna send you a picture of my closet later. It's literally all black, right? I have even like my hoodies and shit are all black, but I have like a dark maroon polo for work, and that's got
a 5 on it.
That's about as fucking colorful as my shit goes. And then a couple of white button-ups that are like long sleeve button-ups, like dress shirts for like like we had an event the other day. I wore a white button-up with a gold tie.
Yeah,
you know, that's for certain events. But if it's just 99.9% of the time, I'm wearing black. I wore a black polo to work today, and I had so I had a black polo with a black undershirt, and then at lunch I changed it and I threw on another black undershirt and a black after show shirt, right? And I wore that for the other half of the day. When I came home and we were going to start recording,
bro, what the fuck are you in the movies? Why are you changing 4 times a day?
I just fucking
you are in Arizona. I get it.
Doug, today it's fucking we had a high of 90 today, and today was one of our cooler days. So I fucking before we started recording, I threw on another fresh undershirt and this black t-shirt. So fucking and it's all fucking black. So when you say do a load of darks, to me it's just doing a load of laundry, Doug. So
bro, but if it's that hot, why are you only wearing black?
Because I'm fucking cool.
If it's that hot, why do you only wear black, bro? Why don't you switch to white?
Fuck that, dog. I'm not gonna wear white.
Not in that fucking heat and black clothes, you ain't.
I'm okay, I'm
walking sweatbox.
I fucking because, dog, because I like it. Because I like black, dog. Black's just I don't know when I made the switch, but I fucking maybe it was like
So what's your soap routine, bro? What do you use? What kind of soap you use?
I don't know, whatever the fuck my girl bought. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go look and see what.
Oh, you don't have a specific fucking routines or what?
No, fuck no. I just whatever's in the laundry room.
Oh, bro, you want to hear my routine?
Yeah, let me hear it.
I got 2 routines. If I'm being hella ghetto, like if I'm being fucking, I'm just balling and I don't give a shit. I'm getting one of the Tides with fucking Downy in it. And then I'm a cheapskate though. I will hit, I'll tell you the first one. I'll get Tide with Downy, the Snuggle blue, not the fancy, not the floral, but the Snuggle, not the light blue, but the dark blue Snuggle. And I'll get the fucking Snuggle packets and the Snuggle pellets, bro. And fucking sprinkle all that shit. Throw like 2 packets in there, sprinklies in there, whatnot. And then 2 sheets, Snuggle sheets when they go in the dryer. And then my ghetto shit is you got to get the Purple Sun, which is like 10 gallons for fucking $5.92 at Walmart. And then you got to get the cheap ass Ensueño, the blue one with the pink.
Oh, there you go.
And then you get the pellets, the blue ones from the dollar store. And then at that point, it don't really matter what sheets. You can get the Walmart fucking Snuggle or Downy knockoffs and you're good.
The sheets I do have, Doug, are these Gain ones that are like supposedly like fucking wrinkle free and shit and make your shit all dope. But that's the only thing I am kind of specific
the flings,
about.
Gain flings.
Those Gain ones are fucking so dope. But yeah, man. But I don't know. To me, there's no bigger pet peeve to me than wanting to wear something, but you can't wear it because it's fucking dirty or whatever, right? Like, come on, Doug. Like your shit, like you're a grown up. Your shit should always be washed. That's how I feel. But to each their own with megaphones or some shit.
Something like that. No, I'm big on laundry too. I'm big on it.
I got the 3-hour socks right here. We wish we could have gone longer, but you know what? We don't want to bore you. We want to keep you guys wanting more. So El Cucuy, I think we need to bring in the homie. What do you think, Doug? How do we end this shit?
Baseline motherfucking Trey.
And come and spend a day in the 757.